Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel, you'll find all my tips and tricks for how I lost 200 pounds on a ketogenic way of eating and how you can be successful in your own weight loss journey. So, if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you are having a lovely day with your families and friends. I hope that you are spending time doing things that you love. I am recovering from Nutcracker. As you can see, I look a bit frazzled. I'm kind of out of my element today and a little bit worn out. But it was all extremely worth it because it was amazing. My friends and family all came to see me, and while I messed up a couple of small things, I felt like I did really well in my parts in the acting. The dancing was okay, and the one thing that was a little bit off was that I did have a difficult time getting into my costume this week. So that we'll talk about in a minute because I don't want to be a downer. I will just say that being in the Nutcracker was truly a dream come true, and I am making a video about it for you guys. Watch for it to come out tomorrow morning. It will be titled Chasing My Dreams Behind the Scenes of the Nutcracker, and I am going to show you guys everything that happened that I could share from my perspective in my time in the Nutcracker show. This coming week, I have 3 Nutcracker performances, one Wednesday morning, one Friday night, and one Saturday afternoon. I also tomorrow have my big clogging recital. Well, our whole family is going to be going to the dance recital, but I will be clogging in it. And of course, I'm like second to last or something ridiculous. So I have the whole entire 3-hour show to think about how awful that is. Oh, I much prefer to be first and get it out of the way. But whatever. It is what it is, and it's going to be fun. And I'm not worried about it. I'm just, it's hard when you go on stage. It's not something I grew up doing. It's just something I've watched my kids do for years, but I've never done it a lot like myself. And so also, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year I totally fell on my hip and shoulder in the middle of my clogging dance, and I'm kind of petrified that that's going to happen again. So actually, I'm going to show you what I bought. Grip tape. Yep. For skateboards and stuff. It's like sandpaper. I'm totally putting this on the bottom of my clogging shoes so I can't fall. I'm so super worried about it, and I just want a little bit of a safety blanket to ensure myself that I will be a little bit more confident that I won't fall because I don't want to fall. While I did get up and continue on the dance, the actual falling was not fun, and I definitely don't recommend it. So trying to avoid that this time. But that's tomorrow, then Wednesday the Nutcracker, then Friday night the Nutcracker, and Saturday night the Nutcracker, and then Sunday morning my big concert with my choir. I had to put together the whole program, all the speaking parts. Oh, you guys. December has been fun, but it's also been a little bit harrowing. And I have to say I'm pretty proud of myself for keeping up with all of it, and as well as not dropping the ball with you guys and making videos for you, and not forgetting the people who support me online as well as the people who support me in real life. So thank you for being there and inspiring me to keep going with all of this crazy that I am doing. As far as how things went this week with my food, I actually decided to kind of throw tracking out of the window because it was causing me a little bit of anxiety seeing the numbers be so high, and just try to eat to satiety. I did try to limit the amount of keto treats that I had this week. I still had some things like heavy cream and that kind of thing, but I tried to stop having so many bars and cookies. I did have some, but I just tried to keep it to a minimum and not have them every single day. So I was really hopeful that the scale was going to go well this week. This is supposed to be my second week of the water weight whoosh. Last week was really awesome, and so I was looking forward to a really great number on this scale. But much to my chagrin, as I watched the scale this week coming towards Sunday, it started to go up and up and up. Dramatically up to a crazy, crazy, crazy number. Well, let's just get to the weigh-in and we'll discuss it. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 184.8, which is a 5-pound gain for this week. And I'm relieved. Why, you ask? Why on earth would I be relieved about a 5-pound gain? Because, guys, on Friday, I saw 188.8 on the scale. 188.8 from 179.6, I think I was last week. How is this possible? How? I still do not know. I know it's been a funky week with a lot of crazy stuff, and I guess the only thing I can think of, there's two things that I think might have contributed to that number. And I think one of them is that I really was busy and I neglected my electrolytes on a couple of days, to the point where I think I only had I had a day where I didn't supplement hardly anything at all. And I think my body may have panicked and freaked out and tried to retain water for that reason, because I started getting really puffy Thursday night right before I had that big bad weigh-in on Friday. But I also think it might have been because of another thing where I kind of took a couple weeks off of dance. I hadn't been going to ballet because of various things that were going on, and I hadn't been pushing myself super hard in clogging. And of course, this was our last big practice before the recital, so we pushed ourselves pretty hard in clogging class. We did our dance over and over and over and over until we couldn't stand to do it one more time. And I think maybe my body just reacted like I had just begun exercising again, just started using my muscles again, and I just retained a bunch of water. Those two things probably explain the crazy, but I don't really think that, I know I didn't really eat more calories this week than I have in the weeks previous, because I basically eating the same things with even less keto treats. So it should be lower calorie than what I've been doing. Even though I haven't been tracking, I really don't feel like it was the food that was the issue this week, but who knows? Who knows? All I know is that seeing that number on the scale and then having to go in the next day to Nutcracker, which yesterday I was 187, so it was coming down a little bit, but I was 187 when I went in there to Nutcracker yesterday, and my skirt, guys, it did not fit me in the place it was supposed to fit me. Thankfully, I'm really, really thin around my rib cage, and so I was able to just raise the skirt up a little bit, and it fit just fine. But I kind of felt like I looked like I had a belly, a baby belly in the dancing. I'm sure no one else in the world thought that, because you just don't. But of course, it's picture day, professional picture day, and I was doing pictures with my kids and by myself. You know what, though? I just was like, I'm going to roll with it. You know, it is what it is. There's no way out but through. You can't quit the Nutcracker if your skirt can't get tight. I bet you $1 million the lady could have fixed those little clips for me if I hadn't been able to get them done, because there's plenty of room for her to let it out. Plenty of room. She should have added me extra hooks just in case. I mean, come on, lady. I love you, Steph, but ooh. And maybe next week I'll have to ask her, but probably not. I'm thinking it's going to be fine. I'm not going to stress over it unless, somehow it just does not do up, which I don't foresee. But yeah, that was a little bit nerve-wracking, especially since all of my friends and family were coming to see me, and that was I was excited because of that, but I was also kind of distressed over it and a little bit anxiety. But as we were going on stage, I focused on helping the little kids who are in my Nutcracker family. I have 2 little daughters in the show, and I tried to help them by helping them refocus on what they were supposed to do and give them last-minute reminders. Go into mommy mode. Go into dance mom mode. That's exactly what I did in order to face my fears. So I didn't have to think about the fact that I had to dance too. I just focused on these cute little girls who are dancing with me and tried to make myself be as mom as possible. Since I'm playing a mom, that was easy enough, right? It fit right in. I felt like it went really well. I was proud of myself. Everybody was hugging me. My sister was crying. She was so proud. It was so good. It was so good. It was so worth every bit of everything that I've been through to get to that moment. And I still have 3 more performances, and I'm trying not to think about it too hard. 1 minute at a time, 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 meal at a time, 1 second at a time. That's how we make it through this life. That's how we walk through the things we walk through. That's how we achieve our goals. That's how we achieve our dreams. And that's how we deal with hard things. 1 second at a time, 1 moment at a time, no way out but through. Am I right or am I right? Give me some angel wings or a halo if you think I'm right in the comment section. I love y'all so much. Anyway, I didn't even check my measurements today. I didn't want to know. I just couldn't even deal with that emotionally, and I decided to just wait and do it later. There's always later. I don't need to deal with it this week or next. I am just going to have fun with my kids. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's almost Christmas. I'm so excited. We are almost ready. I'm just getting ready to start wrapping things. I've got things, so the way I do things is like I tend to buy online just for the convenience of being able to throw boxes all around my room and in my closets, and the kids can't get to them because they're all sealed up. And then secretly, when they aren't around, or like at night before, when they're going to bed, I will pull out the wrapping paper and I will wrap the things inside the boxes, put them back inside the boxes, and retape the boxes. It's so clever. It has worked. I've been doing this since the year 2000, 2001. I think it was year 2000, actually. I have been shopping online and doing this since the year 2000. How is it possible to it's been 19 years of online shopping? To me, it still feels like online shopping is a new thing. And for like my kids, like there is no other way to shop. Isn't that funny? Oh, I feel so old when I say stuff like that. I feel like ancient. I totally feel like I'm a grandma, and I'm not. I'm not a grandma. At least not for at least another year, right? At least 17 months. My kid is getting married. My 21-year-old is getting married in June. So who knows what's on the horizon for this mama? I can't even fathom that. And my mother definitely can't fathom it. Right, Mom? Yeah. She was like, your kid's about to make me a great grandma. I am not ready for that. And I'm like, hey, Mom, you weren't ready to be a grandma when I put you through that torture either, were you? Sorry, Mom. Hey, us kids, we do what I want, and your kids, they do what they want too. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. I have tried everything to get my kids to go in the right direction, and the only thing you can do is just pray and hope that they will learn something from you, and that they will move into their lives and be happy, and that they will find fulfilling ways to live. And that's all you can do as a mom. So that's where I'm at, and that's just kind of, I'm just in this happy, what do you call it? Verklempt. It's my favorite word. My verklempt zone, where you're feeling all the feels and you're just happy. And I wrote the program for the choir a few days ago, and the next day I felt so good and so happy, and I thought, man, my vitamin D is really kicking in. And then I went, no, honey, no. It's because you took a major, huge thing off of your pressure list and went, that was nothing. That was nothing. And that feels good. That feels good. And now the Nutcracker feels like nothing, not really, but it feels a lot more doable. The anxiety is just lessening. I'm pushing through my anxiety. I'm letting it go. I am telling it who is boss. I am freaking chasing my dreams. Don't forget to check out my video tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. I really hope I get it done so that it can come out tomorrow morning. But if it isn't out, I'm sorry. Just keep an eye out for it. It's going to come out right after this one, most likely, really close after this one. And you guys will be able to see what it was like for me to be in the Nutcracker, or at least anything that I was able to show. There wasn't a lot that I could record, but I did record some fun stuff for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy it. So just a reminder, I'm not sure if that video is going to come out on Patreon first or not, or if it's just going to come right out on my channel. It is a sponsored video, and so I have to go by the schedule of the person of the company who is sponsoring it. And so I don't know for sure if I'm going to have to put it up tomorrow or if I can wait 24 hours. But either way, I did want to put in a plug for Patreon. If you guys are in the giving mood and you would like to become one of my Patreons, one of the benefits is that a lot of these extra videos that I make will go up on Patreon 24 hours before everyone else. All the links to the ways that you can support this channel are in the About section. I need not remind you, I'm sure you guys are aware that I have a lot of information down there, but just in case you didn't know it, there's lots of stuff down there, including my Facebook page, which will help you get started on your keto weight loss journey if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for tips and tricks on how you can get started on keto, I have several playlists that will help you get started, and of course also a getting started guide that you either can pick up on Facebook or you can email me at ketochaos@gmail.com and I'll send it right to you free of charge. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful week. I wish all the blessings on your heads. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you all again soon.